In this video, I'm gonna share with you the 8 habits that help me become a millionaire. And this is the exact same thing I'm still doing that's gonna help me become a billionaire in the next 20 years. Number 1, workout. That is the most important thing out of all the things I'm gonna talk to you guys about. If I don't get this done, all the rest of the stuff become a struggle for me. Why I love working out this reason. Number 1, when I work out, it really helped me build my mental toughness. I love getting pushed. I love being challenged. This is more of a mental thing. Even though the weights and everything hurts, but it's a mental thing. This morning I had to curl 15, curls on these heavy ass weights. And you know what? It was heavy, but I kept telling myself, this is a mindset game. The second thing what I love about working out is when I get done, my mind just feels so free. It feels empty. It feels clear-minded. And then the last thing is this. If you got no health, you got no wealth. What's the purpose of going out there making a lot of money if you're sick, unhealthy, overweight, you got diseases, and you're gonna die? What's the purpose of making all the money? After I come back from the gym is when I like to actually sit quietly in my own space and I like to meditate. What I realized from learning a lot about meditating through my friend Matthew Ferry, Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, many great people who have taught meditation. Meditation is really about quieting your mind. When the mind keeps chatting, it's hard to function in the present. So the goal is to actually get your mind basically quiet. So when it's quiet, you can hear, crazy I'm gonna tell you, you can hear message coming down through energy, universe, God, whatever, right? And what's interesting is when I actually listen to my inputs and quiet my mind, those messages are usually the more aligned message versus when your mind is really loud and you're trying to write content, it doesn't matter how much content you write, it just doesn't hit. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I meditate, to quiet my mind. All right, number 3, AID. AID is a process that my good friend Matthew Ferry and I created. And AID is a process that we actually use to actually help us be more consistent and be more intentional on how we want to feel, what we want to manifest daily. So A stands for appreciation, I stand for intention, and then D stands for delegation. So here's how it works. After I go work out, I come back and I meditate, keep my mind quiet. And when my mind is quiet, then ideas have to come in. For example, like things that I appreciate comes in that I can actually hear. Because when you're frustrated, when you're angry, when you feel like you should be there, why are you not there? Why are you not making this kind of money? When you're in the future, you can't even see things that you are grateful for. The only time you can really appreciate how good your life is you have to be present. And your mind gotta be clear. You know, I always say to people, when you get frustrated, it's because either you're in the future or in the past and you're comparing yourself where you're at right now. So what you want to do is figure out where you're at and compare yourself how far you came. And when you do that, you can really see your appreciation. Okay, so I wrote down this morning, today, I appreciate working out with my trainer this morning and I want to level up this year so I can actually be more healthier, more fit as I turned 54 in May. I had a great month in sales last month in February. So these are things I appreciate. And again, I can see that and hear that when I'm present. Intention is how I want to feel, right? Not an attending something, but how I want to feel. So today I want to feel inspired, excited, eager for tomorrow, okay? And that's what I wrote down. And in delegation, what I want to delegate to the universe, God, whoever you believe in, and ask them for assistance and help me orchestrate things, okay? Organize, align things up so I can meet the right people, the right activity, the right opportunity, line it up at the perfect timing. So I wrote down, I like to ask my dad for help. Hey dad, can you help me with having a YouTube video go viral this month, have a multiple short form video go viral this month, having my record month of $1.5 million in sales this month. That'd be my record month ever in 1 month, right? Finding the right car for my kid Hudson for his 16th birthday. These are things I'm delegating, asking the universe for help. I always say at the end, thank you dad for helping me with all this all the time. Then I send it to someone I respect that want to support me, and they do the same thing. So I send it to my friend Matthew Ferry. And then usually he reads this and he writes back his AID. And this is a process I use, again, you guys, to really help me be intentional how I feel and what I want to delegate daily. Number 4, eating healthy and clean. After I got back from Hawaii, okay, this is what I realized. I was watching somebody, I can't remember who it was, Beyonce or someone who's been an OG in the music business for a long time. And I'm gonna use Beyonce for example. She has 2 kids and you know, she just did her tour and the woman is like full of energy and she's still on stage, you know what I mean, for 2 or 3 hours. And you know, she looked good, her skin looked good. And I said to myself, man, when I do my motivational talk, sometimes it's an hour long and I'm like feeling like, oh man, I'm getting tired. You know, I'm 53 years old. But I told myself there's not an excuse. So if Beyonce can go out there and do a tour for hours and hours, and like the tour is like, you know, a whole month long, I got no excuses. So I made a commitment to Robel that until now and the rest of this year, I wanna, you know, lean up more, I wanna get more energy, I wanna eat clean. So today, you guys, breakfast now, we have these Nguyen thing where my wife Cammy makes with eggs, right? Sweet potato, lots of apple, lots of greens, lots of avocado. I drink my apple cider, cider vinegar now all the time. And what I realize when I eat good, you guys, I feel light. My mind is clear after I come off of meditation, right? But when you eat shitty, you just feel sluggish. Your mind is just like, you know, stop and frozen. You can't get creative. So after working out and meditating, I need to feed my body good from breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I need to keep my mind clear and healthy and so that I can stay creative. So this is another commitment for me this year is to eat clean, eat healthy, lots of green. And this is gonna actually help me actually be more productive, more efficient, especially if I'm gonna be doing a lot more speaking this year. Number 5, you have to have goals and dream, and you gotta tell everybody about your goals and dream. Not because you're trying to brag about your goals and dream, but you wanna share that so you can inspire other people, give them permission to dream big also, but more importantly so that the people who you're telling, right, your friend, people that can support you, they can hold you accountable, support you, okay? My good friend Matthew Farrell will say, if you don't know where you're going, you're never gonna get there. So for me, you guys, I write down 1-year goal and I write out 10-year goal. And what I do is every day, I always review my 2024 goal and I read through it. And in my goal, that's different, okay? I always write down and remind myself, what is my core value? I always read this to myself. My core value is abundance, contribution, freedom, joy, simplicity, creativity, growth, abundance, balance, and peace of mind. I don't do anything or partner up with anybody unless it is all aligned. I have lots of different areas of my life that I always want to work on. So I have physical, spiritual, mental, family/relationship, career, finances, contribution, social, and fun. So I actually write goals. Like this year I have 3 goals, 3 top goals I want to do in each one of those areas of my life, and I work on those 3. I don't have 5, 10, I have 3 top goals in each one of those areas and I work on that. And in my 10-year goal, I have the top 3 things I want to accomplish in my 10 years from now, and I write that. And so I got to make sure that if I'm standing in 2034, these are my top 3 things I need to accomplish by 10 years. As I work back to 2024, whatever my 3 top goal is in 24, each one of those areas, it has to line up. And what I do is I read this daily and remind myself. I get in a state of appreciation and I delegate this day in, day out, like in my AID. And every time this happens, you guys, okay, I celebrate. I'm gonna tell you what I do to celebrate. But you gotta have clear goals on where you wanna go, and you gotta tell everybody you go. Otherwise, if nobody knows about your goal, you don't know about your goal, you ain't never gonna get there. Number 6, track your miracle. Folks, this has been a huge thing for me. This year in 2024, my theme this year is all about miracle. I just came back from Japan, you guys, and I left one day before the earthquake happened. I left one day before the airplane crashed at the airport. You know, it's very similar. A couple of years ago, I went to Thailand and I left Phuket right before the tsunami hit. And I realized, you know what, my life, I'm not supposed to leave yet. So it's a miracle, right? It's a miracle that I was not in Japan when the earthquake happened. So I know someone's always looking out for me. So here's what I realized. The theme this year is all about miracle. after I write my goals and dream, I set it out into the world and I start tracking. I want to start noticing, right? What would happen if I actually tracked my miracle every day? What would happen to my life? Now here's the thing, small thing, medium size, big thing, anything, I don't care how big they are, tracking is a miracle. Even the stuff that you think it's bad news, how do you know that's not a miracle? Einstein said there's two ways to live life. One is that nothing is a miracle, or two is everything's a miracle. And I challenge you guys every day to start tracking. Every time something happens to you, good, small, bad, little, big, whatever it is, declare it miracle alert, okay? And then track it and then see what happened to your life. So I created a free journal for you guys, and you're gonna see the link is gonna be in the description, where you're gonna basically sign into this journal and you're gonna track your miracle daily. And then basically this instruction, what you gotta do. Every time you see a miracle, post on Instagram, tag me on it, right? And then do this every day for the rest of the year and watch the miracle in your life. Track your miracles. Number 7, always keep learning new things. Tony Robbins has this abbreviation called CANI, C-A-N-I, and it stands for constant and never ending improving. You guys, for me, I'm 53 years old, turning 54 here coming up soon, okay? And I've been doing real estate now for 30 plus years. I can't even tell you how much I have actually constantly always tracking the real estate market. It's one thing I'm keep learning. I'm always on the MLS, and I'm always want to know what new homes are selling for in the area, right? What new construction is selling for. I go take a look at these properties. I go inside, I look at the finishing, I look at the product, I look at the layout, I look at the design, and then I track to see what it actually sell for at the end of the day. And I do this, it doesn't matter if it's new construction, I do this to resale home. And I do this in all area. I do it in the whole area of the Seattle market where I do a lot of my business, because I wanna know what's happening all the time. And I can tell you guys this, since January of this year in 2024 until now, the real estate market, every time you go to MLS, all you see is pending. Meaning people are on the street buying again, even though interest rates are on the high side. But it's just crazy to see how many pendings happening since the end of last year. So I'm gonna tell you guys again, the real estate market, it is on the uprise and it's swinging, and this next 10 year, you're gonna see another 10-year cycle. Based on history, if it does this again, it's gonna double at the end of the 10-year again. So, by me tracking the real estate market all the time, I can tell you guys it's a good time to buy, because now we're about to start the 10-year run. If you have an opportunity, buy now. And number 8, network with more people. You guys, a lot of you probably don't know this. My friend Matthew Ferry and I, we wrote a book called The Gift. Listen, look at the title, A Revolutionary in Networking Mastery. If you have any problem with learning how to go out there and network with people, or talking to people, or what to say to people, you're networking. If you don't know how to do that, you definitely wanna read this book, okay? I didn't realize when I was coming up until I met Matthew Ferry, and he said to me, look man, your net worth is your network. The more people you know, the more opportunity you're gonna have. The more opportunity you're gonna have, right, the more referrals and the more money you can make. The key is, how do you get more people to know about you and then love to give you more referral? And this 4-step gift process is the key. So if you wanna actually grow your net worth, you gotta master networking. And this book is gonna teach you how to network and grow your advocate, believer, and follower. Just imagine you have hundreds of advocates, supporters, believers, and followers. What actually could happen with your goals and dream? Imagine you have thousands of them. No goals big enough. When you have thousands of people, millions of people that's out there supporting and following you and encouraging you and actually, helping you achieve your goal. So the key is, how do you get hundreds and thousands? Learn how to give the gift. All right, that is a wrap. If y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up. Now again, this 8 habit is something I do for a long time. This is how it got me to be a millionaire, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing these 7 habits that actually help me become a billionaire soon. I promise you guys, I don't teach nothing I don't do. If you take these on, I promise you, your life will never be the same again, all right? So if you have any thoughts and comments, please put it in below, right? Until then, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, hit that channel for me. We wanna hit 1 million followers this year, right? Until then, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.